Hey gang, today we're going to do 3 licks in the style of Eric Clapton. Now I could have called it 3 licks in the style of the old blues masters because Clapton took a lot of their styles, combined them, and made it into his own style. So let's just call it 3 licks in the style of Eric Clapton and be done with it. Alright, well these licks are not all that difficult to finger or to play up to speed. What makes them a little bit challenging is that they all need some articulation to make them sound right. So you should expect to play them over and over again until you get your fingers to make them sound right. Put in the vibrato and the slides and stuff like that. Okay, well let's get going with lick number 1. All right, here's lick number 1. I'm going to demo it slowly and then we'll break it down. Okay, here's the first line. All right, the first part of the first line starts on the 3rd string, or the G string, 2nd fret, which is an A, and it outlines an A chord. Sliding up on the 3rd there to the 6th fret on the G string, and then we'll walk up. When we get to the A on the E string, which is at the 5th fret, we're going to play that 3 times, adding vibrato. And then we're going to play an A on the B string by sliding up from 8 to 10. That's a common move in the blues, to play a note and then slide to it on the lower string. Hear that all the time. All right, that's the first line. Here's the second line of the lick. All right, classic lick in the blues. We're going to play a double stop by sliding up, and what we're going to do is we're going to slide up 2 on the G string 9 and on the B string 8, and we'll do it 2 frets down. And this is played in triplet feel, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? At that point, we'll play on the G string 9, quick slide down to 7, and then play 5, and then play D7. Now we're going to play one more double stop, and that is on the G string and the B string. We'll play 5, 5, and on the G string we'll hammer 5 to 6 and trail off. That's lick 1. All right, well that was a lot of fun. Let's do lick number 2. This one is kind of in the style of Albert King. Here's the second one. Again, we'll play it slowly and then break it down line by line. Okay, here's the first part. Okay, we're going to start out with basically what many people call the Chuck Berry line, or Chuck Berry lick. That's bend on the G string 7, whole step, and then we'll play 5, 5 on the B string and E string. Then we're going to slide on the B string from 8 to 10, just like we did in lick number 1, but this time we'll hit it right away and a few times. Okay, so we're giving it lots of vibrato. We're hitting it 3 times. The third time we quickly go to the E string, 8th fret, and play that like this. Now we're going to bend that 8th up just a little bit, tweak it, and then slide up. So it sounds like this. Like that. All right, here's the second line. Okay, this is definitely a classic Albert King line that we're playing way up here in the 12th position. Okay, so we'll go to the B string 15th, bend that up a whole step twice and give it tons of vibrato. And then we'll play this. So we'll do it one more time with it bent up, and then we'll come down to 13 and play 14 on the second and give it lots of vibrato. Okay, and that's got to be quick, like this. All right, here is lick number 3. We're going to do this one entirely in a different position. It's outside of the standard blues box, so it may be a bit of a challenge to you that way. Other than that, I think it's just going to be just as fun as the others. All right, here is lick 3. Again, you know the drill. I'm going to play it slowly and then we will break it down. Okay, the first line is this. Now, this is quite a bit syncopated compared to some of the others, which were also somewhat syncopated, but this one really is. Okay, we're going to play this. So we're starting out on the D string 14, going up to the G string 12, and then back to the D string 14, and ending up on the G string 12, like so. Again, we're playing lots of vibrato, and then we'll play this. So that last phrase goes from the D string 14 to the G string 14 to the B string 13, and we're going to bend that sort of slowly into oblivion. We're going to bend it as far as we can, and then at the top we'll just choke it out, but we'll go pretty far. Like that. All right, so that's the first part. Here's the second part. Again, tons of vibrato on this one. We're starting out on the G string 14. And we're playing the B string 13 and coming to the 15. Playing it directly and then giving a bend and coming back. And then that familiar pattern by now is to go G to D, back to G on the 14th. All right, imperative on all of them, but especially this one, to hit really hard. No lackadaisical playing with your right hand on this one. You really got to hit that hard. All right. All right, gang. Well, there we go. 3 licks in the style of Eric Clapton. I hope you like this one. If you did, why don't you like and subscribe? And we'll see you on down the road.